Good morning, student. This is the first lecture of data analytics for BE students. First of all, we will see the syllabus of data analytics. Data analytics having subject code 410243. It having 3 credit. Then examination pattern for data analytics is INSEM 30 marks and INSEM for 70 marks. This subject contains totally 6 units. First unit is Introduction and Life Cycle. Second one is Basic Data Analytic Methods. Third unit is Association Rules and Regression. Fourth unit is Classification. Fifth unit is Big Data Visualization. Sixth unit is Advanced Analytic Technology and Tools. These are the total 6 units for data analytics. Then we will see the reference book and textbooks for data analytics. First textbook is sufficient for first 2 units. Data science and big data analytics is the sufficient for first 2 units. You can get easily free PDF copy for this book. Okay. Now we will see the course objective and course outcome for this subject. Course objective. There are total 4 course objectives of this subject. First objective is to develop problem solving abilities using mathematics. Second objective is to apply algorithmic strategy while solving problems. Third objective is to develop time and space efficient algorithms. Fourth objective is to study algorithmic examples in distributed, concurrent and parallel environments. These are the total 4 course objectives of the subject. Next one, course outcome. There are total 3 course outcomes of this subject. First one is to write case studies in business analytics and intelligence using mathematical models. Second one, to present a survey on applications for business analytics and intelligence. Third one is to write problem solution for multi-core or distributed, concurrent or parallel environment. These are total 3 course outcomes of data analytics. Next, we'll see the first unit. Unit 1 is Introduction and Life Cycle. Now we will see the syllabus of this first unit. First point is Introduction, in which we will see the big data overview. Second point is State of the practice in analytics, in which we will see business intelligence versus data science. Third point is current analytical architecture. Fourth point is drivers of big data. Fifth point is emerging big data ecosystem and new approach. The sixth point is data analytical life cycle, which consists of 6 phases. And last one, there is one case study, GI. We will see each and every point one by one. First point is, what is the big data? There are so many definitions of big data. Here one is from Wikipedia. Big data is the term for a collection of data sets so large and complex that it becomes difficult to process using on-hand database management tools or traditional data processing applications. Means big data is the collection of large data sets which is not possible to process or to analyze by using traditional database management tools. Okay, this is the definition of big data. Then next point is challenges which are input for big data. There are so many challenges. We see one by one. Capture, curation, storage, search, sharing, transfer, analysis and visualization. These are the challenges to handle the big data. Okay. In this PPT, we'll cover definition of big data and challenges of big data. Now we move towards the second point. Examples of big data. How we collect the data by using mobile phones, social media, video surveillance, geophysical exploration, imaging technology, diagnostic information from devices and sensors. Okay, here is the one example of credit card company. Credit card companies monitor every purchase their customers make and can identify fraudulent purchase with a high degree of accuracy using rules derived by processing of billions of transactions. This is the first example, credit card. Second one is mobile phone companies analyze subscribers' calling patterns to determine, for example, whether a callers frequently contact or on a rival network. If the travel network is offering an attractive promotion that might cause a subscriber to defect, the mobile phone company can proactively offer the subscriber an incentive to remain in her contact. This is the second example. Third one is LinkedIn and social media. LinkedIn and Facebook itself is the primary product to generate the data. These are the examples of big data. Then, next point is the attributes stand out as a defining big data characteristic. There are totally three attributes. First one is huge volume of data. This is the first attribute. Rather than thousands and millions of rows, big data can be billions of rows and millions of columns. Means there is a large amount of data. Second one is complexity of data types and structures. Big data reflects a variety of new data sources, formats, structures, including digital traces being left on the web and other digital repositories for subsequent analysis. Okay. Third one is velocity. Speed of new data creation and growth. Big data can describe high velocity data with rapid data ingestion and near real time analysis. Mainly there are three attributes of big data. First one is volume, second one is variety, third one is velocity. In this PPT, we covered attributes which stand for defining big data. Next point is data structures. Big data can come in multiple forms, including structured and non-structured data, such as financial data, text files, multimedia files, and genetic mapping. There are four types of data structures. Okay, there are totally four types of data structure. First type is structured data. Second one is semi-structured data. Third one is loosely structured data. Fourth one is unstructured data. Structured, we will see one by one in detail. First one is structured data. Data containing a defined data type, format and structure. Means that data having specific number of rows and specific number of columns. Okay. Example of the structured data is .csv file is the best example of data structured data. Here is the example of structured data. This table contains 4 rows and 4 columns. Okay. First column for roll number, second column for name of the student, third column for address, fourth column for phone number. This is the one example of structured data. Now we will see the example of structured data. This is the best example of structured data. In this table contains 4 rows and 4 columns. First column for roll number, second column for name, third column for address, and fourth column for phone number. Okay, this is the example of structured data. Now we will see the second type of data structure. Second type is semi-structured data. This data is readable but not understandable. Okay. Textual data files with visible, readable pattern that enables parsing. Okay. Parsing data files that are self-describing and defined by an XML schema. Okay. Means it needs parsing. This data is readable but not understandable. Now we will see the example of semi-structured data. Okay, this semi-structured data needing one intermediator. You can understand, you can read the data, but you cannot understand. When you can pass that data, then you can easily read that data. Okay, this is the example of semi-structured. Third type is QC structured data. Textual data with erratic data formats that can be formatted with effort, space, and time. Okay, is this data readable but not understandable? Example is a click string, web click string. Okay. Fourth one is unstructured data. Okay. Data that has no inherent structure, which may include text documents, PDFs, images, and videos. These are the 4 types of data structures.